most popular sites?
The most popular sites that get people really excited are Parliament Square, where we have the new Nelson Mandela statue, and that's the first statue that I'm aware of that has been erected whilst someone is still alive, and that's very exciting. Additionally, we have a number of heroes in our country, and Trafalgar Square with all the fountains and Nelson's column really excite people. And finally, we obviously have MI6, which is where our vessels go into the water, and it is also where the film The Living Daylights and The World Is Not Enough started, where the boat came out of the second floor window, and as a duck we replicate that in our own style.
What are your personal favourite sites on the tour?
I personally like the Houses of Parliament because I think it's a beautifully designed building and it's got some very, very interesting features. I also favour the statue of Emmeline Pankhurst because that is quite interesting in so much as it was only in 1928 that women were given the vote, and yet it seems so many years ago. And then in terms of large sites, obviously things like Buckingham Palace and Horse Guards are very interesting as well because of the history.
What do you think is the best and worst thing about London for a tourist?
I think the best thing is the fantastic variety and depth of culture that we have in our capital city here. We have over 200 different cultures and nations who live here in the centre of London, and it makes for a fantastic cosmopolitan city with so much variety that it is impossible to get bored. It is a fabulous capital to come to as a tourist. In terms of the worst things for tourists in London, I don't think our capital has yet reached the standards of service that a lot of other cities have, where you don't get good quality food at a reasonable price on time quite often, and you have a lot of delays in terms of travel and congestion, and therefore there are many things that can still be done to improve the quality of service for a fantastic capital city.